Recording. Okay, now the session will be recorded. Let's create a new file for any type of documents we want. Quickly come up with your doubts if anybody was having any type of doubt in anything. You are presenting. Is my screen visible? Yes, my screen will be visible. Yesterday's topic was complete, I think. Okay. Just give me a second. Let me put the phone on charging. Okay, I am back. Let's continue. Come up with the questions quickly. Okay, so I am starting now. So today's topic will be basically environments and labs in digital forensics. In recovery. Let's start now. So these will be the topics to be covered today. Uh, let's get to our next topic. My first topic is live OS. So what basically means with the live OS? This OS generally refers to plug and play. Means like your phones, or you can say, you can just take simple example of your charger, which is not having a battery. If you take example of, if anybody know what is Raspberry Pi, or okay, take example of a big appliance like TV. Till the plug is there, you can play the TV. When you remove the plug, the power will be gone and it will be off. So this is something, some of us are there which are live, which can be used live as well. So the two most used OS in this process is these two are the most used OS in this format, Kane OS and Kali Live. You can download them, they both are free, and Sense is also there, it is also free. Kali, just write Kali and you can see there are many downloads for Kali Linux. You can download this. Is the 64-bit version also? Okay, there is 64-bit version also. Now there you get two options to download it from torrent, or you can download it direct also by clicking on Kali Linux 64-bit live. You can see the download is started. It's around 3.3 gigs. Next is our Kane OS. The full form for the Kane will be Computer Aided Investigative Environment. So basically this is the environment, and I think Magnet are you can say officially guiding them up. Wait. Downloads. Okay, Parrot Security Team. Okay. It's Parrot Security Team. So Parrot security team is also very much famous. After Kali, I think Parrot OS is there, which is known in the our tech field. Parrot OS. So you can try this OS also. This will be also having many tools like autopsy and many recovery tools and a number of tools like OWASP is there, Wireshark is there, social engineering toolkit is there. So for hackers and forensic investigators, Parrot OS is also there. Free advice. Okay, so current downloads. Please always check the MD5 hash code of your download. Why this is written? To ensure that you have downloaded the exact file, means there is no malware attached to the file. So you can verify the MD5 hash of the, you can download it from here and you can calculate the MD5 hash of your downloaded file also, and then you can compare the, you can say hash codes. Okay, so this is the file, Kane ISO 64-bit. You just have to click on this file. See, the download has been started. I will be cancelling it also because I have downloaded it earlier. This is the MD5 hash and SHA1 hash. So our first step will be uh, hash calc file, and I will be taking Kane OS downloads Kane OS calculate. So the algorithm has started calculating the hash values. I need only two hash values, MD5 and SHA1. You can either select one also and you can compare it. Let's minimize it till it gets over. Any question till now? Nice. Hash calculator is still calculating. It's a big file. It's around 4 gigs. Okay, so it will take time. Don't worry. I will make confirmation of this later. So here is an ISO file in downloads. I have basically three files. One is sift workstation.ova. Okay, let me just firstly show you how to download sift also. Sift sense. So by writing only sift you will not get the exact software because there are many things related to sift, scale, interaction, feature transform, and there are many things. So you have to write sift and then sense because sift is from sense. Basically it is, its full form is also this is the full form. This was the full form. Okay, it's related to this forensic station. Let me show you. So basically there are two methods to use this file. One is easy installation, the ISO file like Kane OS, and one is the OVA file which is used for virtual environment. So I have taken this file because recording will be stopped if I turn off my system. So I have used this file. I can use this file also on, you can say, workstation. But to make you understand of the working of both the files, I have taken one OVA file and one ISO file of Kane OS. So you will be getting understanding of both the file formats .ova and .iso. So login ID password are already there. Login will be sense and password will be forensics. Is hash there? Okay, so hash is there if you can see. Okay, it's not gets bigger, no problem. So you can see, check the MD5 hash. Let me just copy it and just paste it in my notepad so that it will be easily visible to you. And now let me just copy hash of Google Chrome and paste it here. So now you can see every digit is same. 73EA66EE4F3B186EFC1472B891D FA1255, which what this means is it is confirming the authenticity of the you can say resource file. Means I have downloaded the original file and it is confirmed by the you can say the developer that it is the original file. So let's get started. You can even check the SHA1 also. SHA1 is here. You can select or deselect SHA1 whether you want or not. I have deselected, so I will not be calculating it again. It will take time again. So KNOS is done, Shift is done. Now you will be wanting a bootable drive software which can make your drive bootable. So EasyBCD is also there. It is a bit complex, so I will recommend you Rufus. Rufus is one of the best tools to make your drive bootable. This is the homepage of Rufus. All the things I have shown today are open source, whether it is KNOS, whether it is Sense Forensic Toolkit. So here you can see Rufus 3.13 portable, Rufus 3.13, other versions on GitHub. If you know GitHub, but it is our library for repositories. It contains all the versions and the new softwares and the new developments, and you can say the errors, bugs, everything. And there is one portable version also, and there is one normal version also. We will be going with the normal version. So I have already downloaded also, so that's why one is written in the bracket. Okay, so you can see all the three files here. One is saved, one is KNOS, one is Rufus. Then one thing you can also do, you can try out a virtual environment also. Recovery training environment. Let's complete the theory within 5 minutes or okay, let's first start with the virtual environment because it will take time to setting up. Then we will complete up the theory in the time. So this is a virtual environment, VMware Workstation Pro. Pro version is a paid software. Okay. So for overfile, you just have to click on file and click on open. Then you can directly select overfile. You can see ISO file is not here. So I'm just clicking on shift workstation.ova and I will click on open. Then this is asking for the you can say where it should store the all the content. Then I'm selecting it local disk D and click on import. Already import. Okay, so it was before also. I think I have pasted this before. This will be asking some type of you can say configuration type of thing that your system is not capable of doing this. The import failed because C users file did not pass the OVF specifications conformance or virtual hardware compliance checks. So it means it is not able to check the hardware compliance, that whether my hardware is sufficient or not, or whether my OVF specifications conformance is correct or not. So you just have to click on retry and it will get started. Not a big issue. Let's wait till if for the confirmation if it gets started. Okay, it has started. Now we can easily minimize this thing. Get on this PC. Shit. I have not selected the drive. It will copy. Wait. It will mix up my files now. Okay, no problem. I will separate them out. It will be a mess for me. Ubuntu VMware delete. Okay, I will do it later. Don't worry. So let's continue. Okay, now it has begun. Now we can continue up with my theory part of today. So this was the topics for today, live environment, how it works, tools, recovery process, virtual environment, process working. So what is live OS? It is basically a plug and play OS. Means still your you can say drive. It can be USB also because USB is also a drive is plugged in. You will be able to use it. If you remove the drives, if you just plug out the drive, everything will be gone, or complete OS will be gone. So one thing you need to take care of it is data is not stored in this drive. So okay, let's get forward. What is live OS? I have explained how it works. Basically, like the normal installation of Windows, what we do in normal installation of Windows, we select the OS which we have to install, like Windows 10 or Linux. We just select the hard drive and click on install. So the complete hardware is installed on our hard drive. But what a live OS do is, firstly, it is not that much heavy. If you even see the check the you can say file size, it is a bit, you can say compatible, oh sorry, it is a bit, you can say light version. It is a light version of the actual file or the actual OS. Like if you compare Kali live versus actual OS of Kali, it is a bit light version. So what happens in live version is it uses your laptop's memory. All the processing part will be done with your laptop. The only thing which will be used in your drive is your USB drive that will be used for the storage of the complete OS. So by starting on booting process, what will happen is you have to select your boot menu. What I mean by boot menu, like in different type of laptops, there is a separate boot menu option. Like in my laptop, the boot menu option is F12. You can get it from internet also. Boot key for Acer Aspire. So you can here see the F12 boot menu must be enabled in BIOS. It is generally on by default, and if it is not on, you can turn it on by clicking F1 and F2 key. Then there you can see a boot menu. Then there you can see F12 on, or oh sorry, enabled or disabled. So if it is disabled, you can enable it. Not a big process. You can see on YouTube also, but it is generally on by default. So you can just press F12, and it is different in many laptops. Like for if I click on HP, so you can see F10 is here. So you have to firstly select that which laptop is yours to find the boot menu key that is used, or sorry, that will be used to get you to the boot menu. After getting on the boot menu, after boot menu, select your drive. Usually it is a USB, so I am writing USB here, because most of the time you will be using USB, because it is much more portable. And the main function of you can say main pros or main uses of live OS is it is portable. Like you can carry your small pen drive anywhere, and you can just plug it your main live OS, and you can do whatever you want with all your tools within your single drive. You don't have to copy paste your tools from your main hard drive to the main hard drive of, you can say, if you are IT person, you don't want to add your hardwares to the another person's hardware, means hard disk. Like if I call somebody for my computer help, the helper will not be wanting to copy all his softwares into my software, my laptop, because this can eventually gain it. This can eventually, what this can happen is, I can gain access to all the softwares which was copied to my computer by recovery tools. So now I will also be having the tools, the private tools, which the IT guy was using, and I can use it for my personal gains. And there are much more factors also connected to this. So that's why live OS can be used everywhere, and it is very much portable. URDABL.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah. So when you use a bootable USB
yes,
and run
yes,
is from the USB,
yes, yes.
the running processes will be only run in the RAM, right?
No, no, no. Then the complete ROM will be shifted to our USB drive. Then our USB drive will be, you can say, working as a ROM.
Mm. But how you will boot the operating the bootable from the drive.
Uh, yes, yes.
But then if
That
you need also uh, memory from the memory physical memory, right?
no, no,
To
no.
run that bootable.
No, no, no. What will happen is you will select the boot menu, and you will change the boot menu. Or sorry, you can select the USB drive in the boot menu. So what the boot menu means is from which drive you want to boot your system. Like similarly, while installing OS, it you can select the boot menu, and you can click on the hardware which is having a new bootable Windows. So then the then the installation process begins. So in this similarly in this process, what you can do is you can firstly open the boot menu, and then you can select the hardware from which you want to boot. And when
Mhm.
you get to the you can say the boot menu, then you can select, then there will be options that you have to boot from your hard disk, you have to boot from your network, you have to boot from your USB.
Okay.
Then you have to select USB drive. Then the complete process will begin with the USB drive.
Okay. Understood.
Okay, I will be showing every practical today, and we will tomorrow start with the live OS practical. I will be telling everything today. Don't worry. I will be showing complete practicals of VMwares. I'm just waiting to get it over. Okay, it is over. Now let's continue with our second also. File, new window. Now the Shift workstation is installed. But now what I will be doing is creating a new virtual machine for Kine OS. I am using it as a live. So firstly I will be clicking on install disk image. Then I will be selecting Kine OS. Now you can see over file is not here because I am running it live. So I will click on next. It is based on Linux Ubuntu. I will click on next.
Are you going to share the all the links, the direct links for all of these tools?
Sure, I can send it now also if you want, or I can send it in a document also later.
Yeah, in the document better. Yeah, so
Surely
we
I
can have
will.
it in one file.
Sure,
All
sure.
right.
It
Thank
will
you.
be more easy for you to get all the links at a single time.
Yeah.
Let me create a new folder first so that the files are not installed like this. New folder. It is asking me whether I want to change the space of the, you can say, utilization space. You can type it any space, but it should be greater than 20 because you will be working with the file. So 20 is recommended minimum. Next. You can change the hardware also, that what type of hardware you want to use. Like you can see I'm using 8 gigabit. uh, okay, this is memory, no problem. This is processor, this is the RAM. My laptop is 8 gigabit. You can see here the maximum is around here, around I think 7. Okay, 6204 and around 66. So I can use 66. Memory swapping may occur beyond this size 6.2. Okay, so I can use any of the RAM between these. So what RAM do is it generally it by using, basically, in simple terms, by changing these settings, you can customize the hardware, that was type of hardware you want to allot to it. After allotting the hardware, it will be using the memory, so you can use it according to your use and according to your configuration also. Like if you are using a 64 gigabyte RAM, you can just select 10 gigabit or anything. Power on this virtual machine. Okay, now both of my OS are ready. Let's get to Kane first. This is the Kane, yes. I'm clicking on the power machine. This is the actual window how it will occur while I will click on F12. So now there will be many options. Start in compatibility mode, boot live in safe mode, start Kane live, boot live in RAM, boot live in debug mode, memory test. Unable to mount root FS or unknown block. Okay, I think it has got some error. Let's wait. It will take some time. So we were on pros of live OS. What the live OS means. So it is very much portable, and the cons is data cannot be stored much as it is live, and your changes in the, you can say, hard drive will also be gone. Like if you are using a software and it accidentally you plugs out the drive, all the data will be gone, all the software you installed will be gone, all the changes you have done will be gone. And these are the cons. Pros are portable and light version and easy to install and very convenient to use. So these are the main OS. I have uh, told the installation of Kane OS and Kali Live and Swift also. This is the installation process. I think it has got some error. Remove, 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 remove. Let's see what's happening. That's the point where you'll every time you learn something. Run in background, suspend, power off, suspend, remove. I think I selected, not selected the minimum requirement. Let's create a new again. Installation disk, browse, KaneOS, open, next, Linux, Ubuntu. Disk is a single disk. Let's see if it works now. Contact composite, okay. Just wait for a second till it gets started. Sure. Let's see if it gets started, or I will allot it the maximum space which I can. But don't worry, the practical will be done today. And this is the basic installation process. Firstly, we come up with the install requirements. Requirements will be a USB stick, or you can use a hard disk also. and then you will be needing a ISO file or of OS, which OS you want to install, like it is Kali Live, Kane OS Live, or anything. Then you will be needing a bootable software like Rufus if you are using a USB, if you are using any type of hardware on which you want to boot the live OS, and a system for execution. Like this is my system for execution in which I will be installing my first Rufus, then I will be booting up the complete process. So now how to use this thing. Select the boot menu in starting and select the live disk like I have told you. You just have to turn off your device and then restart it. Then you have to select the boot menu because you want to load the live OS, and load live OS is in your USB drive or any other hardware. You know it what hardware you will be using. So wait till it loads because it is a complete OS. It takes time to load, but not this much time. Let me suspend it again and give it some more power. How much disk space I'm having here? 46. And how much RAM is in use? Task manager 88%, 4150. Yes, I can allot a good amount of storage to it. I think the virtual machine Ubuntu is busy. I finished installation. I think it's installing, but I don't want to install. So let me call task manager again. Now it will end. Task manager is on the top. Now let's start it again with the you can say good amount of every hardware configuration. Remove, remove. Why it's not removing? It's still there. Create new. Typical next. Install disk. Browse. Kane OS. Open. Next. I think I am selecting the wrong thing. Linux, and there is Linux. Is there option for live OS or not? Don't worry, we'll go with Ubuntu. Ubuntu 2. Next. Next. Customize hardware. Okay. Now I think it will be getting installed quickly. Okay. Okay. As okay, in OS Live. So now I can select the boot, whatever boot I want. Like the first I have clicked on this start Kane Live, but I was getting error in this. But now it has started really quick as I have selected good hardware configuration this time. So I think I will not get error. I think unexpectedly disconnected from boot status. Okay, let's wait. I think it's installing now. Is there any question? Okay, as soon as I closed, there was a question. Can you zoom the screen? Okay, okay, okay. I will zoom the screen. Don't worry. It's just installing. Let's get to the second window till then. Power on this virtual machine. Now both the OS are in action. Repeat browser says sourceless and trace these. Okay, so now you can see the process has started of getting turned on of computer aided investigative environment. Nice. Our job is running on app. Okay, now it is also going to start. Very nice. Just wait for both these till the both get started. Okay. Facing issues with the everything because three OS are running currently. One is Windows and two are Kane OS and Shift. How to use? Select the boot menu in starting and select the live disk. Wait till it loads, as it will take time to load. You have just, I think, have understood that how it takes time. When I have selected only the minimum specification, it was not loading. But when I give it a good specification configuration, then it loaded quickly. You can use it directly, no installation required. These are the top virtual environments that are used. First is VMware, then there is also VirtualBox. Both are, you can say, good in their field and doing great job. What is the use of? Okay, now let's get to the virtual environment. What is virtual environment? Basically, you can use two OS at a single time. Like I'm using Windows also, and now I'm using other OSs also. Like if you can see, Swift is there and Kane OS is there. But if I have to show you both these, you can say, okay, it is turned on. What was the ID password? I have forgot. Let's get to the ID password for Kane, or sorry, for Sense. It was there, but I didn't remember. Swift, Sense, download. Login was Sense Forensics, password is Forensics. Sense Forensics, password is Forensics.
Could you able to remove the password or change the password that was given?
Is my mic on? Okay, is my mic is on. Yes, you can do anything you want. Like you can remove the password also, and you can even change the password also. And one more thing you can do is, basically it is not a forensic training, but let me. It is you can say a bonus tip. You can remove the password of my main Windows also using a live environment. Like you can see, I am running on Windows 10 and it is locked. What you can do is you can remove the password of Windows 10 using live environment. You can basically delete the file which is saving the all the passwords, means the main password of my system, like the password for administrator.
Uh, for uh, for what from shift?
From any live environment, you can say Kane OS is there, and you can get many tutorials from YouTube. Basically, how the main live OS used for that particular process is Hirens boot, HIRENS, Hirens boot. This is the main file that is used. Hirens boot complete tutorial features create a bootable Hirens Swift knife Windows password recovery with Hirens boot. But what basically it do is it is live environment like this OSs, and
Goal is
this
the
you wait. Let me show you where everything is.
password reset. So I'll type in test and hit enter.
Okay, so it
And
is using manual mode, but you can do it with a graphical user interface also. It is very easy. You can see one or two videos from YouTube and you can remove the password.
Using herein,
But I didn't get the question.
no, using that software herein to remove the password from a Windows.
This software is not hidden. No, you can get the software. Like here is the software. Here's boot. See, here's both CD, PE, something like this. So it looks like okay. This is the booted software, I think. So here is the download, and you can download it also. Here's boot, and you can even try. Most of the researchers, or you can say beginners, use this tool to remove the password.
Up to
Uh,
up to Windows 10 latest version.
yes, absolutely. Up to Windows 10, the latest version. But no, no, that was cron boot. Okay, okay. It yes, it do. It works fine. So you can see as it is a live CD. So it is having hard disk recovery tools also. Uh, Puran recovery is there. Puran is also a very good tool. I think it's in our list.
You add that link as well to that to our file.
Sure, sure, sure. I have
Yes.
used Puran tool also. It is a good tool. Where is my tools list? I think everybody has got the tool list till now. Okay, so here you can see Puran file recovery is there. And our favorite Recuva is here. And RAID reconstructor is here. RAID recovery for Windows is here. And many softwares are there. Hard disk diagnostic is there. Disk explorer is there. Imaging is there. So basically there are thousands many good tools in the market, which you will even eventually know with time to time, with experience, with trainings, with seminars, and by asking questions. Like you have asked the questions, I have told you here is boot CD. It was not in our syllabus, but I have told you, just because you have asked the question. So that's why asking for queries is a very much important aspect to learn more and more.
True. That's why sometimes a study session online rather than recording is much better
Yes, yes,
and
yes, live session is
effective.
definitely good.
I would say yes.
Server, I can try it. Yes, sir, it does not work on Windows Server. Even I have tried. There was a very good tool, Conboot, but it was also not, you can say, used because Conboot is a very good tool, but it does not work when it comes to removing password when you have login with your ID and password online. If you are using net connection, but if your computer is offline, Conboot is also very good. But for Windows, both the tool fails many times. I don't know about the latest version, but I think tried 6 months back. It was not working on Windows Server. So where we were? Okay, we were on the presentation part, I think. Let's complete the presentation part. So this is the main use of virtual background. You can use many operating system within a single operating system, and you can combine the functionality of all the systems. Like I am recording this session and I have told just showed you how to get to the installation process, how to go with the installation process. But if there was a single you can say installation, I would not be able to show you how the installation process is going on. The only thing I can do is I will be turning on my camera of my smartphone, then I will be making a recording for you, because when my computer is turned off I will not be able to record anything. So you can see I have mixed the functionality of both the. Okay, what happened? Okay, is screen visible? If anybody can confirm. Okay, safety is very much slow. Let me get you to this. Let me just finish this. So I have told you the uses. You can combine the functionality and you can use many OS at a single time. You can even install 10 Windows if you are having a very good configuration. You can say system, but I will suggest you to not install more than two. Two are very much required. Like if you are studying on any type of malwares, so you will be needing a separate environment to study upon. Like how the malware is affecting your system and how everything is working on. You will be needing a separate environment. So you can install many systems at a single time. This is the pros. How to use setting up, I have told you how to set up, open and create. I have told you if there is an OVA or OVF file, you can open that file, and if there is a ISO file, then you have to create a new machine, allocate all the storage, and you can even allocate the hardware configuration, whatever hardware configuration you want to allocate that file. And then just click on power on the OS. Okay, so presentation part is done. Let me remove this, save. Let me close this, so everything will be fast on that, because all the memory can be utilized by my VMware. Why it's taking so much time? I have inputted the password. Let's continue with the Kane OS. Is my mic and screen on? Yes, both are on. Let me jump to the full screen. So here is a menu option. Do release press control. Okay. I have clicked on main menu. You can see many tools here. Forensic tool, disk. So you can see here, test disk is here. I can run test disk directly from here. And I have showed you the example, the complete practical of test disk, how test disk works. Uh, for hashing, quick hash is there, GT hash is there. You can use quick hash also for calculating the hash values. Forensic, random, there are a lot of tools you can infoga, nice, send timeline analysis. Let's see what are analysis. Photo rack is there. I have shown example of photo rack also. Basically, photo rack and test disks are combined now. But before them, test photo rack was considered as one of the most good tools in recovery, and test disk was there to you can say repair the you can say drive if the partition is deleted, if the partition is you can say damaged or something like that, if there is an error with anything. I will be showing the practical tomorrow of test disk.
Anyway, sir, question.
Yes sir, yes sir, sure.
Based on your experience, you're showing us these two tools like Kane and Safe.
Yes.
Which one is the best tools to use for data
uh,
recovery and digital forensics? Because
Basically,
most of them they have the same tools
yes,
and
yes.
some
Basically, most of them will be having same tools. So if you ask me that what I have used most, the most I have used is firstly I don't use mostly the live environments because there will be a very few cases where you will be getting to the you can say live raids or type of something where you will be using live environments, because on my second session or first session I have told you that it is a very much difficult process because it will take you a lot of time, because analyzing a you can say storage of 1 terabyte can take up to 6 hours or 10 hours. So my first advice will be don't use live environment. If the storage is high, if the storage capacity is low, I will definitely go with the live environment. But if the storage capacity is low, don't use live environment because you will be needing a high configuration you can say system. So don't use virtual environment. Just go with the normal tools you will be available with if the storage is high, storage capacity is high, because you will be needing the complete power of your system at a single time to make the process more and more you can say time consuming.
okay. Anyway, you suggested not live environment, but what if I will physically install this to my disk?
Okay, then yes, it is a good tool. Then I will be suggesting basically for data recovery you can go with KaneOS and
And
Shift
then
and Shift also. Basically, I haven't compared them till now. I have used both the OSs and both are very fine in their fields.
yeah,
I can
when it comes to performance, because that is one factor actually.
when it comes to performance, I will suggest you to go with Sense.
Safe
Big
workstation, you mean?
Yes, Sense Workstation because uh, basically I think I haven't compared them. I can do it today and tell you tomorrow that which software I like the most because there are several features I have used. There are several tools in different OSs which are not in Sense, which are not in you can say KNOS, but I have not compared them with respect to the data recovery. Next, next,
Oh,
next, next, next.
that's fine. Anyway, sir, can you show us tomorrow? Because when we are using in lab environments like virtual machine, there will be a possibility that we take the data from the virtual to our local host,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
I
could
will
you
show you.
show us the sharing file in an
Yes,
easy way?
yes, 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 yes. I can show you,
Because
no worries.
for example, we work on the SIF on a virtual machine, and then later on we recover something, and then we need to take this data from the virtual machine to our host.
Yes, 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 sure. I can
Right.
show to you tomorrow how you can copy the files from this, how you can load the images and more things also. Here is a quick guide for you can say Shift. There's a cheat sheet which will be having commands, basic commands. It is a PDF file. Let me open it. So here are the basic commands that you can use in the Sense kit. First, sleuth TSK is there, shadow timeline creation, and there will be thousands of you can say commands. I'm not going through them all of them. So volatility is there. Where are the tools? Here are the show applications. Okay, it will take time to load all the tools. So here are the tools: activity log, plus calculator, ghex. Ghex, what basically Ghex can do, it is similar to like hex editor new. Okay. OPH crack is there, Hydra is there, text editor, Stata Sudoku. Not getting the exact tool what I want to show you. System monitor, utilities, backups, disk usage, disk, image viewer is also there. System file partition 107 gigs, CD drive. Okay, so we are good to go. You can just open CMD panel and you can install any of the tool basically. For network forensics is there, memory forensics is there. The main thing about the Sense is they are providing updates very much regularly and their cheat sheet is very much useful. Like if you want to investigate upon smartphones and if you want to investigate upon memory, network and Windows to Unix is there and Linux shell is there and there will be all the commands you will be needing. So Swift is that's very much important and you can install all the tools also using the CMD panel and for Kane OS also similarly CMD is always available and the tools are also available like for database for analysis autopsy is there then rag reaper is there, q photo rec is there, oph crack is available in both, task disk is available here also and
Anyway, sir, it's just a curious question out of the topic. When I'm using a virtual machine and with a browser and searching maybe into a dark web or to a deep web, it is gives me some extra security to my machine.
Okay. So your question is, if you are accessing dark web or deep web, will what
Or
will
may, or maybe we can say it's something like visiting malicious websites.
okay, yes, definitely.
So will gives extra
Yes.
security.
So basically what it do is, let me close my VMwares. Let me show to it with an example suspend.
Yeah, because it's just come out in my mind because you shown the virtual machine system, and maybe we can take
Yes,
advantage
I
as well
want
with
to
that.
concentrate on that part also. Let me just take, so this is your system. It is having hard drive also. It is having processor also. It is having RAM also. And all these hardwares are using, oh sorry, are performing different set of tools. What you do in virtual environment, it will create a similar environment which is similar in working to our real environment. Wait a second. Just give me a second. Okay,
Yeah,
now
but then
continue. Yes, I
if
can
there's
continue
some,
now. Yes.
yes sir. Yeah,
I,
but it's also when you visit a website and the
yes, that's why I'm just going to.
machine will not be
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so this is the virtual, and this is your main OS. So if you visit any links, any malicious links, whether it is on normal, you can say Windows, or it is in your, you can say deep web or dark web, you are using Onion router for using deep web, dark web. There are many type of malicious sites. Even if you use normally, there are many malicious sites. Like if you install a crack software, so what can happen is it can be installed with the ransomware. What ransomware is, it will encrypt all your files and will ask you for money to decrypt it, for to give you keys. Like so the basic meaning of ransomware is this. This is known as virtual kidnapping. Virtual kidnapping is like in normal life kidnapping, they will kidnap your any, you can say, important thing. Like if you are having kids, if you are having a car, they will install your car and then ask for money. Similarly, it is the virtual kidnapping. It is not you can say known as ransomware. What they do in ransomware is they kidnap all your data, they lock it and with a key, and the key is with them. So they ask you to pay money, and then in return you will be giving you the hacker will be giving you the key to unlock all your files. So if you are using a virtual environment, uh, you will be having empty space here. Like you can see, 100 gigs was stored in my, you can say, in which drive I was, it was there, VMware, I think. So basically 100 gigs was allocated to my safety environment. I think it says not here also. Okay, so basically what was happening in the background, total 100 gigs was allocated to my, you can say, virtual environment. I cannot use more further than that. So if I have allocated 20 gigabits, you can use only 20 gigabits allocated. So if you want to store 21 gigabits, you cannot store in the virtual memory. You have to increase the file storage. So what this basically means is, and what is the main use of this is, there you can, your main system will not get affected if anything happens to this 20 gigabit data. Even if the 20 gigabit is deleted, your main system will not have any effect of that in your main system. Like I have told you with an example also, while teaching you the virtual environment. That for virtual environment, if for malware analysis, what you will be doing is you will be installing many OSs so that your main system will not get infected while you can say working on malware. What malware is infected file. Like if you are a forensic investigator and you are doing research work in malware forensics, like if an organization is infected by a virus, so you cannot just put the virus in your system. So that's where the main virtual environment system comes in the action. You install a virtual environment, then you infect your environment with this virus, and you can see the process that how the file is actually affecting your complete you can say storage or anything. And one more thing, the you can say the hacker will not be able to do all the you can say type of misconfiguration in your system. Like if it is your main system, it can overclock your you can say hardwares. But if it is already set, if you have already set the hardware in your VMware, then he cannot overclock your you can say the main storage or main RAM or the main you can say cache memory or processor. Storage cannot be
And,
overclocked,
mm,
but RAM can and processor can.
unless this is persistent, then it could be right.
Yes,
It could infect the host, right?
yes,
But for a normal malware, it could be simply
yes, yes, yes. It
could
will
not
affect the
affect
virtual
the.
background. Oh, sorry,
Mhm.
virtual background, virtual environment, but it will not affect main environment.
Okay, so that means it's only extra protection. That's a guaranteed
Yes,
one
yes,
hundred
yes.
percent.
It's a guaranteed
Perfect.
100%. Even we use it
Awesome.
for malware analysis. I was working on a research project of malware analysis where I have to research on a ransomware. So what I do firstly, wait, no, what should be the name? Virtual. Yeah, TUA. So I was working on a virtual project, and in that file I have to use the virtual environment basically because I don't want my main system to get infected with the virus, because all my system will be, if my all the system is infected, I cannot do anything. Even I have to pay the ransom then. And ransomwares are very much powerful. So stay you can say 2 hands distance from them. Okay, come up with your question so that we can conclude the session.
But if you have the backup disk or backup drive for your system, even they if they try
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
encrypt your disk, then you can roll back, right? Then
But
it's okay.
yes, 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 exactly. But most of the time we are not having the backup of all our files. Like if I even talk about me, I am not having the complete backup of my files in my system. I have the
Mhm.
backup of my main files and main software separate, but I don't have the complete backup.
But what if in the cloud you are syncing all your files in the cloud? Possible also the cloud could be uh, encrypted by the ransomware.
Very nice question. First thing first,